My husband said a woman was asking for it. This is just something that's been eating at me since last night when it happened. My husband and I took an anniversary trip this weekend. We've been married 3 years. He comes from a culture where women are historically oppressed, harassed, and abused. Our entire marriage he has been nothing but respectful to me. He won't even smack me around when I ask him to, because he grew up around domestic violence. It's a non-starter for him. He's got some chauvinistic tendencies at times, but we've discussed the stuff and it has not been an issue after the talks. He learns, he corrects, and he moves forward. That's why this is so difficult. We went to the fishing pier last night and saw a young woman in her 20s or late teens, but definitely an adult walking to her car from the beach in a pretty skimpy bikini with a towel around her waist at the same time we were leaving. Suddenly, a truck full of men pulled up behind her as she was walking through the parking lot, screaming at her through a fucking bullhorn trying to pick her up. "Hey baby, we know you wanna fuck us, so stop playing hard to get." She kept walking, looking obviously uncomfortable but still being relatively friendly to the men who ignored her initial refusal. She made a large loop around the lot, never going to her car. Eventually she walked past us crying, heading back towards the beach. The men parked on the curb, all still harassing her from the windows of the truck, while hurling insults at me for interfering. I was enraged. I asked her if she was okay, needed me to find an officer, or needed us to help her get to her car. I told the men to fuck off. Repeatedly. They eventually did when a police officer noticed and walked over. My husband stood in silence the whole time. When we got to her car, watched her leave and made sure those men weren't following her, my husband looked at me and said, "Why do you get involved in stuff like that?" I explained that women have to stick together, BC men can be shitbags. His response? Well, if she were wearing modest clothes and not flaunting her body, that might not have happened. It's like she's asking for it. I came absolutely unglued in front of God and everybody. I unleashed my fury on him. See, I was raped when I was 19. It was a different situation and I didn't report because I didn't have a voice at the time. Since then I have been very vocal about standing up for women who are in dangerous situations, or even just situations where they are being bothered by men. I told him that what he said was absolutely unacceptable. I told him that was a major red flag against him. I explained the whole "I choose the bear" thing and got a firm, "Yeah, but not all men are like that. You think they'd hurt her in front of all these people?" In return, I told him no, I didn't think they'd rape her on the sidewalk, but I did tell him that I was concerned that they could follow her to a secondary location and hurt her there. Or that they could just snatch her. Or any number of things. He said he understood my point of view and he would not say things like that anymore. I just can't unhear it. The one man who I thought I could count on to not be like all the others, is just like all the others. I was told repeatedly after I started talking about my assault and found my voice by friends and even family that had I not put myself into that situation, I would not have been raped. Hearing him say that she was asking for it really upset me. He has apologized. He keeps apologizing. I just don't know if I can get over this. I'll be taking this post down in a few hours. I have screenshotted the bits of the conversation I want him to see, but I realize I used the wrong account, not a throwaway, and some other family members may see this, so I will be taking it down. You guys gave me a lot of good advice and helped me reason through it in my head. Yes, I'm still hurt by his words. No, I don't think I can just get over it. However, I do think with some professional help we can conquer this mountain. Always choose the bear.